You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, welcome back to Table for One. Today we are here to play Sushi Go Party Edition. It's a lot like Sushi Go Normal Edition, except there's like a gazillion more cards that all do a gazillion more things. This is a drafting set collecting game where basically every player is going to have a hand of cards, and those cards are going to have different types of sushi on them. Every round, there's 3 rounds, and every round you're going to get a hand of cards based on the sushi that you have over here. You're going to pick one, and then you're going to pass your hand to the person on the left. And you're going to keep doing that until all the hands run dry and you are left with nothing but a bunch of sushi cards. And then you're going to score those sushi cards based on how they're scored. So let's say you have 2 tempura cards. You have 2 tempura cards, you're going to get 5 points. Let's just set up a random example, all right? So let's see. So this will be the set of cards that we are going to be using today. So we're going to be using tamaki, special order, tea, miso soup, tofu, dumplings, and fruit dessert. So all of these cards are unique in that all of them have different ways of scoring and different ways of playing. The appetizers are going to be the main way you gain points. There's going to be a lot of these in the hands you're going to be dealt, and they all score differently. For dumplings, however many dumplings you have, you're going to get a certain amount of points, as you can see on the card. For tofu, if you have 1 or 2, you get some points. 2 is the best, but if you have more than 3 tofu, that's disgusting, so you're going to get 0 points. And then miso soup, you get 3 points flat. However, if anyone else plays miso soup in the same turn, nobody gains points if they had a miso soup. So there's 3 very distinct, very different ways of getting points there. But there's also other things. There's the rolls. Rolls are pretty straightforward, at least for the tamaki. If you had the most of the tamaki rolls at the end of the round, you get 4 points. Fewest, you lose 4 points. Nigiri are always going to be in the hand. There's just 1, 2, and 3 point cards. There's nothing too special about them. But speaking of special, we have specials here. Special order is basically a wild card, so I can use that as an extra dumpling, as an extra tofu, as a miso. It can only really be one of these 2. I guess maybe miso soup too. I don't know. I haven't used a special order too much, so it'll be interesting to see how it works. And then tea, I think tea is kind of dumb, but you gain a point depending on how. Actually, it's kind of good for what we have here because it's you gain a point per card in your biggest set of colors. So like if you have like a bunch of dumplings and you play a tea, you're going to get an extra point per dumpling, basically. It's nice. It's a little extra bonus thing. It's not too extreme, but it's good enough. It's good enough and it'll work. The last thing you really need to worry about is the dessert, because dessert is different. It's scored very differently than the rest of the cards, because how this game works, as I mentioned before, there's 3 rounds and you score your points every round. With the fruit, though, or the dessert, you save all of your dessert for the very end of the game, and that is when you score the dessert. So there's different types of dessert. There's pudding, where it's like if you had the most pudding at the end of the game, you gain 6 points. Least, you lose 6. There's green tea ice cream, which is if you have 4 of them at the end of the game, you get 12 points. But then there's also the fruit, where depending on how many, there's 3 different types of fruit on the dessert cards. So let's say for this one, there's a pineapple and an orange. I would then gain some points for having a pineapple and an orange. So however many of each of these fruits I have on the cards at the end of the game, I gain a certain amount of points. So the max you can gain is 30 points. The least you can gain is -6. So it's a pretty big swing, depending on how you care about the fruit. Dessert is always something you should be paying attention to, but since it's not something that's scored every round, some people tend to lose the fruit in the trees, you know? So we already have most of the setup done to start the game, but the last thing you want to do is make the deck. So making the deck, basically just taking all these cards and putting them in a deck with the nigiri, and then you can kind of just shuffle this up. And depending on how many players, we're going to be doing a 3-player game today. You give out a certain amount of cards. Each player is going to get 10 cards, so we need to cut it, so that way there are, count it with me, as I look in the instruction booklet, 25 cards. Because as I said, each player is going to get 10 cards, but when we cut this, we're going to take the stack of 25, and we are going to add 5 of the dessert cards, because these are added in sort of throughout the game, so that way we actually have a chance of getting the dessert cards, because as you can see, we're not going to be playing with these cards this round, and we might never even get to some of these cards throughout the entire game. So we need to make sure that we do have 5 of these. get in there? There we go. Okay. So now we have our dessert in here. And now we just need to split this into 3 even stacks of 10. Now I can look at my deck. So I can say 10. And I get all my cards. So these are the cards that I have been dealt. I can now choose one of these to start my hand. Let's say I want to start with dumplings. I'm then going to place this face down as everybody else also plays a card face down. And then we flip them. So I played a dumpling, he played a maki, he played a tofu. And then hands are passed to the left like so. And then we do it again. I take these cards. I draw a card. We see what it is. We flip them. We go around and around and around until we are out of cards. And that is the end of the round. And as I said, there's 3 rounds of this. Whoever scores the most points wins at the end of the game. That's about all you need to know for Sushi Go. I'll be explaining constantly throughout the play what all of these do. Because I'm going to. Because I'm going to have to play the game now. Enjoy Sushi Go Party Edition. Okay, so I've restarted the setup here. It's all the same cards. So yeah, we're going to be playing with red versus me. I'm going to be white. And we're also just going to throw in pink there, just to have an extra player in there. I feel like that'd be more fun. We're going to do this in a way that I think will be interesting, and that's every player is going to be playing very differently. All right, here's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be me versus myself versus I. I love a good me, myself, and I death battle here. So yeah, we're gonna cut down to 25, and then we're going to add in our fruit to this stack here. Shuffle this up. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Oops, I don't want that. So yeah, we're going to throw that in there. And then we are going to play each person very differently. All right, I'm going to play me as if I just, I'm here to play the video game. So we're going to play that. Pink, which I guess I'll be there. Red will be there. Pink will be here, and then I'll be at the end of the track here. I'll be right up here. Pink is going to be random. I'm going to choose a random card for Pink to play out of the deck that they are handed. They are probably going to lose, but they're going to add a lot of chaos. Red, on the other hand, is going to be playing in a way that, I'm just going to try to play as strategically as I can with Red and strategically as I can with me. Except Red's going to be a little bit more aggressive, because obviously I can keep just choosing cards that I want, but the other people can easily just take the cards that I want, as they could see I'm going for 5 dumplings, and they'll start taking dumpling to stop me. I'm going to have Red be like the aggressive against the people on the board, and I'm going to play for myself. We're going to see which strategy is ultimately the best. This will be a scientific experiment today. We're going to see if random will beat strategic thinking for yourself or strategic thinking against the others. We're going to see how that works. So let's just give it a go. So Pink's going to grab his card. Pretty straightforward and simple. I kind of want to already get started on fruit, because I feel like that's going to be pretty important. Also, special orders cannot be used on dessert. That might be wrong, but I'm going to say that. Copies of card that special order is pointed at when played. I don't think it can be dessert. And instead of just lying, I have the instructions already in front of me, so I'm just going to find out. Let's see. Specials. It is moved with the other dessert cards. It will not be reshuffled. Okay, so you can indeed use special orders as dessert. So you can go insane and just go crazy, but then you will lose these, because normally everything is reshuffled into another stack of cards, but that will just stay out. So that's kind of crazy. That's kind of dumb. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I feel like, but that's it. I don't know what I want to go for. Let's go straight for let's get 2 watermelons, right? Because that'll at least get us into the positive. Actually, no. Let's do this. I want to get at least one of each fruit first, just that way I'm not losing 6 points at the end of the game. I feel like that's a good way to start this. Whereas, okay, this is going to be so difficult to do, but we're going to figure it out. Actually, no, it won't be, because if I just swap over to red team, then suddenly I know everything. So there we go, this will work. So I am me, and I see a lot of tofu. I feel like right now there's no information. It's honestly just a smart bet to just grab some tofu and then move on with our life. So now let's go back over. Let's be the game as. Let's just be pink for now. Oh, I hate that actually. We're not gonna ever choose pink again. We're just gonna stick to white. So we've all chosen a card, and now it is time to reveal. So we have a tofu. a tea. Fair, I guess. He can place that at the end, maybe, at the end of the round. Yeah, so, yeah, he's got a tea. He's setting up for success, which I don't know how well that's gonna go for him, gotta be honest. But now all of this gets popped back into a stack to then go to pink. Pink's going to be handing theirs to red, and I'm going to be getting red's cards there. So I already see there's 2 pineapples. I could go for some more dessert. I could just go straight for all the dessert, but I'd be really crippling myself this round. I see 2 dumplings. I can't remember how many dumplings were in my hand, but for now, you know, I'm actually just going to grab a tamaki, I think. Just so that way I'm not in the losing bet there. Whereas pink's going to grab his card, and now let's take a look over at red. Okay, this is the hand that they were given, which is kind of nutty. I see that he's going for the dessert. There's more tofu. Honestly, it would just be smarter to get the tofu out of the way and sabotage them later, so we're going to do that. And now, as we see, they've chosen a second tofu. We'll just add that to the stack there. I have my first tamaki, and what did pink choose? We should probably make it more obvious. Let me copy. Okay, so I set up the board a little bit better now, just that way it's less cluttered. And now you also know whose is which. So let's figure this out. So I, of course, grabbed the tamaki. He grabbed another sushi. And pink, no, it's not a sushi, another tofu. Whereas pink grabbed a squid nigiri. You know, that's fair. That's just a flat 3 points. I don't think he could have chosen anything better. Because everything else kind of requires him to do something. You know? So that was honestly a pretty good move on his end there. So now we're all down to 8 cards. I'm going to flip this puppy over. We're going to do that. Get that nice and shuffled. And we're going to pass this over to me. They're going to grab their card. What am I going to grab? There's lots of nigiri. So honestly, pink's looking good to get a bunch of yellow. And honestly, he can get a lot of points for extra yellows, which is pretty cool. I could keep going for the tamaki, but I also see there's an orange. And I want to get that right off the bat, out of the way. Just that way, once again, I don't really have to worry about fruit. I can now just play the game. Oops. Play the game as my own person. Whereas red over here sees the holy fahua amount of maki. And he sees that I'm doing maki. So again, we're going to try to be on the offense. We're going for the tamaki, and we're just gonna try to stop me from winning, basically. And so now we all flip over. I grab another fruit, and we try to have these not stack. We have a tamaki grab from red, and pink grabs a special order. Now I'm gonna save this for the end, and I'll copy whatever I think is smartest, because I feel like it could be smart to copy squid nigiri, but if he gets a lot of points off a tea, he's probably gonna want to special order that tea right off rip if he's thinking about nigiri. So we're gonna save that for the end. We're gonna try to help pink as much as we can, to a reasonable level, you know? Okay. So now I have this stack of cards here, and I see that he's going for some tamaki. Purple's probably not going to go for tamaki. I should really start going for just some points. I feel like miso soup is a great thing to play without the idea that there is a random person right next to me who could also draw miso at any moment in his entire career. Let's just grab a tofu or another tamaki. I'm not really trying to... I'm trying to play for me as white. So we're going to play for the tofu there. Because we're not in junction to lose points. Because pink hasn't gotten any. So I'm not too worried about it. So we're going to grab a tofu. Pink is going to grab whatever pink grabs. And red, looking at his hand here, he wants to be on the winning side of the tamaki. So he's going to grab a second tamaki. And now we all flip. I grab a tofu. Pink grabs, of course, his second tamaki roll. Whereas pink grabs... I almost did it too. That's actually insane that I almost did that. I almost played the miso soup, and I'm so glad I talked myself out of it. So we're good. Pink grabs the miso soup, gets 3 points at the end. It gets a free 3 points, like the squid nigiri. Kind of nuts. But here we go. Next phase of the round. Here you go, sir. I put that in. No, I can't do that. Okay, but I can do. No, I can't. Okay. I'm just gonna... it did work, but fuck it. I'm just gonna give up. Okay, so pink grabs his card. I have options. I could grab another tofu, just get that off out of the bat. But I saw there was a lot of tofu in my last hand too, so I'm not too worried about getting the tofu. I think I'm gonna try and grab some of these pineapples, because then that'll bring me up to 6 points into the game just for the pineapples off rip. Just then I won't even have to worry about pineapples like ever again for the entire rest of the universe, you know? Just get that out of the way. And as for red's got a proper choice to make. Oh my god, no he does not. Holy shit. Tamaki's not really in a bad spot. He could just grab I think he's just gonna grab the oranges to stop me from getting a whole bunch more fruit. So he's gonna do that. And now we see, of course, I grab some more fruit. Red also grabs a bit more fruit. I think pink has the last bit of fruit, which sucks because that probably means red's going to take the other fruit from me. He doesn't want another tofu. He doesn't want to try to grab all the tofu. I think he's going to lose all his points for it. So he's tapped out on tofu. But what is pink going to grab, though? A tamaki. Oh, boy. Okay, so now I'm actually in trouble. He grabbed the... This is such a diverse palette. Pink is freaking living it up. He's trying a little bit of everything. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Dude, I would never. I would stick to the freaking dumplings and, like, the soup. And then that would be it for me. I would not have the tofu because that just sounds disgusting. And I would certainly not be eating just a whole fucking pineapple. Let me tell you that much. There's his card, but I'm gonna flip it around so that way I don't forget how that works. I'm gonna grab, I guess, another tamaki because I gotta. And there's still 2 tofu. What was that in this hand? So there's no way he can cuck me out of tofu, and he wouldn't do it anyway. So we're good. So I'm grabbing that. He grabs that. And red will grab both the watermelon, I think. Just makes the most sense. He'll grab both the watermelon to stop me from getting both the watermelon because he sees that I'm clearly gunning it for the dessert a little bit. So he's going to try to stop me there. All right, so I, of course, grab another tamaki. So now I am tied again with the tamaki game. He grabs some more fruit. So he's still losing on pineapple, but hey, you know, it's better than having nothing at all. As for pink, he couldn't have grabbed the fruit. All the fruit's gone. So what did he grab? A tofu. He look at this. He's grabbed a different card every time. He's insane. He's so freaking cultured. He's a good chance of actually grabbing another tofu though to finish off that set, which is kind of insane. If he finishes a whole set, if it was dumplings, it'd be a lot more impressive. But if he finishes the entire set of his tofus, that would be crazy. Okay, but yeah, so let's see what I want here. He didn't have miso. I don't know if he has miso. But also, I want to be... I'm not losing this. I need to grab... I can still grab tofu next round. I kind of want either the miso or another tamaki roll. Let's go for... You know what? We need more points than that. I'm going to grab a miso because I feel like just gaining 4 is fine and all. But actually, no, it's 4 against 3. Yeah, if it's 4 versus 3 points, I'm gonna grab the tamaki roll. That just makes the most sense. Red, on the other hand, has different plans. Red is saying, hey, man, listen. He's going to grab I don't need the tofu. I could start dumplings, but by the time this comes back to me, odds are I'm not going to get that second dumpling. So I'm just going to grab some miso soup and hope that somebody else is playing miso soup to cuck them out of points. Which, of course, I'm not, surprisingly enough, which is a shocker to me. But I almost did. Whereas he played... Oh my god, he actually got a second tofu. That's crazy. What? That's actually nuts. And they grab a miso soup. And they do gain the 3 points from that. But he got the... I think pink might be winning right now. I think that's the crazy thing. I think pink is winning for the first round. That's actually scary. But another round, another $1. I'm going to grab one. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to finish the dumplings. So I'm just going to let them grab those. And I'm just going to grab my second tofu. Whereas pink over here is going to have to grab something. Whatever it is. I don't know. I don't remember. And then red here is stuck between nothing. There's no difficult decisions here. He can't cuck anybody. He's just going to get as many points as possible, which is the salmon nigiri. What? So I flip, I get my second tofu, yippee yahoo. He grabs another special order. This dude's insane, and oh my goodness. Okay, and then we have a salmon nigiri on standby there. This is actually going nuts. Okay, I think at this point we should probably we'll run special orders how I'm expecting to run special orders. I won't play bias. We'll play this true. We'll play this thick and true. I'm gonna have to play those special orders really well for him. I have to take an egg nigiri. If I could just grab one, that'd be great. I can only take an egg nigiri. He grabs one thing. And between the tofu that definitely won't score or another miso soup, I do think red's looking pretty. I think I'm the only one who's not looking good right now. Gotta be honest. So I grab just a simple egg nigiri. Almost give it to pink. Pink grabs his first dumpling. Right, because there's only 2 dumplings. I think he had everything other than the dessert. He's saving dessert for last. He's such a gamer. Got another miso soup. And then the final card. Was that the card? It doesn't matter because the other one's just gonna be a fucking dumpling anyway. He gets an egg nigiri to go on top of there. And no! Oh, I cannot believe that bullshit. Oh, come on. So I get the third tofu, and oh my god, Red actually just played me like a fucking fiddle. Oh, that's so upsetting. We had 7 tofu out. There's 8 of each card. There's 8 of each appetizer, I should say. The fact that got in there is so stupid. Oh, I'm so upset. Okay, well, that's the end of the first round, and I'm looking horrible. I'm looking absolutely awful. First of all, before we do anything, we have to figure out where these are going. He could play them on the dump. Well, this one was only able to be played on a tea or a nigiri. This one was able to be played on everything but, I think, the dumpling. So we could special order whatever the hell we want here. I think we're just going to double special order the fucking nigiri here. The squid nigiri. Just because that's an extra 6 points. So we're gonna add that to the squid nigiri stack here. And then the egg nigiri will be its own thing. So if we got a lot more nigiri, it would have probably made more sense to add it to the tea. But it wouldn't. So we're going to add it to the squid nigiri. So let's now score our points. So I don't score my fruit yet. Fruit is saved to the end, so I'm gonna put that in the corner here. So I did get the most tamaki at the end of the day, though. I did get the most of those, so I get 4 points for that, so up to 4. I get 0 points because I had more than 2 tofu, so I threw up because it's disgusting. And I got 5 points. That is the lowest I've ever scored in this video game, in this board game. Ever. That's so sad. Pink. We'll score Pink's last because he's kind of crazy. Red here is going crazy. He's got 6 points for his tofu, so Red's already beating me. He did not lose the most points with his tamaki. It probably would have made more sense to give him one of those as a tamaki as well, just to tie it. Actually, yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. We're gonna add a tamaki, and then we're gonna add a squid nigiri, just so that way they don't lose points. So then neither of them lose points, which is a shame for me. White me, but red me is also pissed off, but also not really. Fruit doesn't score till the end, so he will hold on to these bad boys. The miso soups, he had 2 of them score for another 6 points, a dumpling for 1, and a salmon nigiri for 2. He got 15 points worth of shit on this, which is just crazy. And now Pink gets to score, which is even crazier, because he gets 6 points from his 2 quote-unquote nigiri. His egg nigiri gets another point. He has 1 miso soup, which brings him to 10 points. 1 dumpling, 2 tofu. He's actually in the lead. He gets 17. Tamaki doesn't do anything for him. But then the tea, because there's technically a stack of 3 here for the yellows, that's another 3 points. He's at 20 points. Pink is winning by 5 points to red. That's nuts right at the start of the game. I'm going to refresh this for the second round. I'll see you guys there. So this time we have 27 regular cards and only 3 desserts because it gets harder and harder to actually get dessert as the game goes on. So we will give this hand to Pink, we'll give this hand to Red, and then I get the luxury of having this hand, which has no dessert, which is really unfortunate for me because I was going to kind of go hog wild on it. I think we're going to try something a little extreme. I need a big point swing. I'm going to hope that there are a ton of dumplings on the board so I can get as many of them as possible as soon as possible. So we're running off of that. We're hoping that we can get some damn dumpling. Pink is going to grab a card. He's not even looking. He's a gambler. Gambler at heart. You got to love him for it. Red, on the other hand, sees this hand and is like, all right, fruit. Fruits are options. Options are fruits. He's going to grab this one just to get a start. Just to keep growing his watermelon and orange empire. And also stopping me from getting more fruit, which is a pretty damn good play. I hate it. So I, of course, play my first dumpling. Pink plays a miso soup. What the fuck? And he gets fruit, which is just, how in the... Pink is kicking our ass right now. Pink is like firmly kicking our ass, and I don't know how to stop him. I don't know how... It's impossible to stop him. It's literally impossible. I didn't grab the... Well, just give me the... Give me the cards. Why is it just a fucking solid snake? Bro, give me that. Thank you. I don't know how that just worked, but thank you. That goes to there. This goes here, and now I get... Why does it let me do that anymore? Give me the cards. I'll do it this way then. Just give them to me, all right? There we go. I got the cards. I got a dumpling. I'm playing that straight away. There's also a couple special orders. The special orders are huge for the dumplings, for the dumpling maneuver, so I'm honestly surprised I didn't think of this for the first round. But we're going for dumplings once again. Pink is going to grab something insane, whereas Red here sees what? He sees some more fruit. He could just try to take as much of the fruit as possible to stop me from getting some more fruit. We'll do that. We'll do that for Red. It's not exactly like a super good play, but also there's no dumplings in this hand to actually try to sabotage me with it, so it doesn't really matter all that much for him. Okay, so I of course grab my second dumpling. He grabs some more fruit, and Pink grabs it. That son of a bitch took the dumpling out of there. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. And this hand is about to be passed on to Pink. If Pink grabs a special order, I'm screwed. Because I think there's no more dumplings. I think we literally only got 3 dumplings. We only got 3 dumplings. So that was it. So I need every special order I possibly can now. And I just need to rely... I don't remember how many tofu there were. And I could play a miso soup just for some points. I need points. I just need points. If there's a salmon nigiri in here, it'd be a much safer bet, but I need points. I need points, and I need them now. I need them bad. Whereas Red sees this, holy hell of a hand. He sees that no one's played a tamaki yet. So he's going to try, in his best interest is to sabotage me, and making me lose 4 points at the end of the game if I don't go for some more tamaki is a pretty fucking rough sabotage. So I grab a miso soup. He plays another tea. Fair, and they grab a tamaki. So they've started the tamaki train. The tamaki train is leaving the fucking station, and it is terrifying. I don't want the dessert. There we go. Okay, so new round, new card for Pink, and a new decision for me. So I need to now start my tamaki game because there's no universe where I can win if I don't have the tamaki. I can't lose 4 points. I cannot afford to lose 4 points. And now as long as Pink doesn't grab another tamaki roll, I'm safe, right? Theoretically. And we take a look at what we have here. We see the tamaki and the other fruit is still in here. I didn't grab the other fruit. I didn't realize that. So maybe he's thinking he doesn't really need it anymore. You know what? It would be in his best interest to cuck me out of a special order. It really would. And I'm so mad about that. But it would be his best interest to do that. And so now I'm here with my start of the tamaki. He grabbed... You sick prick. Is this some kind of joke to you, Pink? Are you serious? Are you actually farting on my nards? And then he grabs this and he says, hey, screw it. I may as well add that to my tamaki. So now he's still in the lead for tamaki. So now I'm still losing points. So now I have to get more tamaki. You gotta be kidding me, Pink. Really? Of all the things you could have grabbed from that hand, I'm sure there was more than tamaki. I'm sure tamaki was not the majority. Gotta be honest here, Pink. Oh my god, that's actual travesty. Actual travesty alert. And now I need another one. I need to get another one. Pink, take your freaking card, you bastard. I need to grab another tamaki. I can't afford to... If he grabs the one tamaki out of that hand, I'm gonna freaking strangle somebody. What the hell is he gonna grab? What's he gonna get? Oh no, there's more tamaki. He could grab more tamaki, but he saw there was more sushi. Or tofu, I should say. Yeah, because I feel like tofu would be smart, but no, he's solely going after sabotage. So he's gonna grab another tamaki on the hopes that Pink is also grabbing another tamaki. That's what's happening right now. So I grab my stupid second tamaki. He grabs his third tamaki. If he grabs another tamaki, I'm actually gonna throw something. You've got to be kidding me! Are you serious? There was one tamaki. I have to get another tamaki, and I don't think I can. I literally don't think it's possible. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose the game to this cheating bitch. Oh my god, that's actually unfucking believable. This is insane. This is so fucking... This is broken. The random is broken. How is he doing it every time? That's gonna be the last tamaki. I'm already calling it now. That's gonna be the last one. And they're gonna be tied for first, and I'm gonna be tied for freaking last on that. And I can't even get any points because all I have are these 2 stupid dumplings, and he took the one special order. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need tofu. I need to hope that one of them grabs it. I need to hope that Pink grabs a tofu randomly, so that way I don't get stuck with 3 tofu at the end of the game. That's what I have to hope on. That's literally all I have to hope on. Because I need those points, and I'm not going to grab these. And I'm saying, hey, this makes the most sense, because I don't want to risk the miso soup. I'm just going to get the nigiri and call it a day. So we flip his. He gets his squid nigiri, sorry. I get my tofu, my start of my tofu. If you grab that tamaki roll, I will never forgive you. Oh my god, he grabbed the soup. Oh, okay. But no, this is bad. It's bad for him. It keeps me in the running, which is actually overall a net positive. Because he's going to grab the last tamaki sub, but I don't grab it. Yeah, because if we take a look at the options here, I'm going to go for a miso ploy here. I don't think this deck had miso in it. And if there was, I'm going to cry if he grabs it. But now, it is in his entire best interest to grab a tamaki from here. And then, that way, he has the most no matter what. There's no way. Both of us are going to lose 4 points, which is just insane. But also, he spent a lot of his turns just building up those 4 points. So he's not getting a high-scoring round either, which is good. That's the only good thing out of this. So I, of course, grab my miso soup. Well, actually, hold on. If he grabs miso soup, then we both discard our miso soup. Okay, he grabbed nigiri. Of all things to grab, it was stupid, but I'm thinking, finally, the random thing chose the wrong card. That's the first time it's happened. It's the first one. It's insane. Okay. So, looking at this now, if I grab one of these, that goes there, that goes there. So this is the last time I'm ever going to have an option to get the tofu. I really want to grab the extra dessert, but I have to grab the tofu, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to complete my set. But I'll be able to complete it, so that's 6 points, which is really, really good. Really good for me. Whereas we have here, I guess it makes sense to grab the miso soup, because either he's going to gain points, or they are going to lose some points. So, I grab my second tofu, he grabs a miso, and they grab another egg nigiri. Okay, there was only that and a salmon, so I don't blame him for that one. Gotta be honest. I'm wondering if there's a chance that Pink is finally going to get some dessert on his plate. This is his card. I'm wondering. I was going to give him that one, but I guess he's getting that one. So, I, of course, is going to say... Honestly, the fact that I'm only getting 2 points is fine. And his only option is to also just get 2 points. So, a lot of nigiri was on this table. So, they get the salmon, and then I give him this salmon. I get stuck with the egg, which is still a point at least. And then, they grab, for their final card, some fruit! They actually got some fruit, and they gave him just some useless... Oh, it's not too useless. It's still 2 points. He gets some fruit. So, hey, he's now saved himself 4 points for the end of the game. That's insane. Again, a very nice, diverse meal. I gotta say, Pink is killing it. Pink is actually killing us. So, which has the biggest stack? It's once again salmon. It's once again the nigiri, because he's a stack of 3. So, the T is going to give him an extra 3 points. But let's score, shall we? I gain 3 points for my dumplings. I gain 6 points for my misos. Really? Hell yeah, dude. 6 points, that brings it from 8 to 14. My tamaki, I lost, so I lose 4 points down to 10. I got my 2 tofu, though, so guess what, bitch? I'm ahead of you for a second. And then I gained 3 more points. I still haven't even beaten Pink's initial scoring run. I'm screwed. I need to hope that Pink wins, because Red does not deserve it, because Red's an asshole. That's all I'm hoping for right now. Red keeps his dessert for later, so he currently is not losing any points for dessert either. And next round there's only going to be 2 dessert cards, so I'm hoping to goodness that I get one, just so I can start... I want more big points at the end of the game. But I'm gonna have to go for a dumpling hope run again, which isn't gonna happen. He gets 4 points for his tamak mastering. He gets 3 points for the squid nigiri, 1, 2, 3. 2 points for the salmon, 1, 2. 2 points for the tofu, 1, 2. And that's it. Other 3 points for his miso soup. So he's at 29 points. Pretty good. Pretty good run for Red. You know, honestly solid. Like, considering how many cards were dedicated to just screwing me and Pink also, but mainly me, pretty good. Can't hate the player, hate the game, you know? Whereas this bastard, fuck this bastard. First of all, no, screw both of them. I could have had at least 4 dumplings, but no, I got none, because Pink's a dick who stole the dumpling. Ugh, that's so evil. He only got 1 point off it. Take that point first, you bastard. And then he got another 6 points for the frickin' miso soup. And then what was that? 2, 3, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he gains extra 3 for the tea. 1, 2, 3. And then he goes back 4. So he's up to 30. He's still in the lead. He only gained 10 points that entire round. He would have gained a bit more. Really? Only 10 points? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. He also gets some fruit. So he's looking good there. It's a close game for everyone but me. So let's see how the last round will go. I'll see you all there. So now I have 28 cards, and we're only grabbing 1 shuffle, 2 fruit cards, and that's going to be the entirety of this deck. And this is the last round, ladies and gentlemen, so we are looking crazy. I'm grabbing this one. This is my deck. That one can be reds, and there's pinks. This isn't, I'm actually like, this is tense. This is actually tense. I got none of the fruit. Okay, but I already see 3 dumplings, 3 potentials for dumplings here, so we have to hope that I can get it, because I need those 15 points. Those 15 points will just barely shoot. Also, I think, keep in mind, though, I only have 6 points worth of fruit. Only have 6 points worth of pineapple, but still, that at least gives me something to work with. So yeah, I'm grabbing a dumpling and hoping that I can make it work. Red. Pink got both the fruit. That's fucked up. But Red sees again, an option to screw with me the most, which would be to grab... Oh, no, that's fruit. A watermelon and an orange. Would it make sense for him to grab that? It really would, wouldn't it? Which means I'm not going to get any more fruit. That's such a shame. Such a crying, sad shame. But also, he knows that if I get that, I'm only going to get 2 points for it. I'm going to either gain, I'm going to lose 2 points not getting that, or I'm going to lose 4 points not getting that. That's just a better thing to do. Just net loss for me. That's a better play. Which is now a shame, because here we go. I'm starting my dumplings. Now he knows that, so now he's going to grab dumplings whenever he sees them, which is going to make me cry. He's going to grab his tamaki to already start me on the back foot, and then this son of a bitch loves tea. He just loves tea. He loves starting off with a nice little cup of tea. I can't be mad. Again, can't be mad. He's just a random guy. He's just a little dude. He's just a guy trying to freaking have a nice dinner. And I'm over here like, hey, let's play a game. For every fruit you get, I give you $1. Fuck, I forget what. This goes here. And then this is his new hand. If he grabs his dumpling, I'm gonna cry. I'm grabbing a dumpling. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about. Actually, ooh. No, I need a big point swing. I need a humongous point swing. That needs to happen. And then he grabbed his card. Red. The last one is 2 more pineapples, which would net me 4 points. So yeah, he's taking the fucking point. Which is the one I wanted too, by the way. That's the one I was really hoping for, 1 more pineapple, and now I can't get it. That is so sad. But another special order. It's great for me. I don't know what would technically be a better thing to grab. I actually, you know what? Thinking about it, trying to think, right? Because that would give me 4 more points. That gives me 4 more points. This, if all things go my way, can swing it substantially more than just 4 points. So maybe he takes the special order and just doubles up his tamaki already, like an evil bastard. I think that would probably be the smarter play for him to do long term, you know? Because that's only giving me 4 more points if I even take it, which I probably have to. But if I take it. So I grab dumpling number 2. Pop that on there. He grabs special order and he substantializes his lead even more there, and then grab a tofu. Pink grabbing a tofu is one of the most risky things he can do, so I'm surprised he did it. But again, he's random, so you can't expect him to do good things all the time. But it paid off for him once. It'll probably pay off for him again as we get into the next round here. Let's see. He's going to grab that. So I now have so many choices. I think I am just going to grab this because that's going to be a 10-point swing at the end of the game, which will at least put me in contention for victory, maybe, you know? So I need to do it. I have to get it. Whereas I over here see lots of options. Either way, I'm going to use one of these for a dumpling, right? That just makes sense. If I'm over there. So I'm just gonna grab the dumplings so that way I have to just burn another special order stupidly, right? So not the best choice for red, but it is in terms of sabotage. So I grab some extra fruit, and that's cool, I guess. He grabs a dumpling to kill me. He wants me dead, I guess. I don't know. And he grabs... Okay, negative gear. Okay, Pink might fumble his lead. I think he's going to fumble his lead, gotta be honest. I think he's finally started being random, not just insanely lucky. So here we go. So we have this option here. I need to grab a special order. There's a lot of tamaki, right? Yeah, tamaki. There's a lot of those on the field. I can at least gain 1 later. Right now I need to get as many of the dumpling cards as I possibly can. So this will count as another dumpling. Give me 6 points. It's not a whole lot. But, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever, man. At this point, it's whatever. And I can't really grab tofu early on because then they're just going to screw me. Red's going to screw me and leave me with extra tofu, and it's going to give me 0 points. So I'm not even going to think about it. Not even going to think about it. Just grabbing this. I can grab the tea, which might be smart later. If the tea still stands there, I'm going to grab the tea around when it comes around again. But let's see what Red's going to do. Red has a whole lot of options. He could finally grab the fruit, but again, the fruit's not really doing much for him. I think he... is gonna maybe just hope that I'm gonna play a miso soup and just grab that. Because again, we're all about sabotage over here. I of course don't play miso soup though. I get a 3rd dumpling, technically speaking, whereas they get another eknigiri. Yeah, okay, Pink is fumbling the bag, baby. We'll have to see it. Whereas they get a miso soup, which is also I'm fumbling the bag even harder. Let's be real here. But at least At least Pink is playing how I thought he would, which was let me get 4 points at the end of the game. I got 5. I have never gotten 5 points from one round. And for that to be the first round, too, is super fucked up. The fruit is not helpful. I think I need to grab some tamaki just so I'm not losing 4 points at the end. Because that will screw me. I will lose the game off of that alone. And if I could win that, that would be best. But I can't make him lose at this point. He already has 2. So I don't see there's a reason to even go for first place there. And let's see what we got here. More options for sabotage. Lots of sabotage options for red. I grab a tamaki. Pink didn't even choose a card. Sorry, pal. Another miso soup. But if it's a miso soup, they cancel out. Another egg nigiri. You know, that fucker wants egg. Oh my god, wait, he's playing for the nigiri tea. He's insane. He's insane. He's got another 3 points off of that alone. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, he's going for the T. He's going for the T play. That T is going to be... If he grabs the second T, it's over. I need to grab the T before he grabs the T by accident. I have to. Oh my god. I only just now realized his freaking grand plan here. Because there's so much nigiri. I've never seen this much nigiri in hands before. I need to grab... I don't need that. I just need a basic-ass squid nigiri to stop him and prevent him from misoing me. This is such a fucking tense game. He doesn't have an option for miso. He doesn't need a tea. I think he's going to go for some tofu. He's just going to go for... This is not on his radar right now because I can't be beaten, so he can't be beaten, so it's fine. I grab a nigiri. He grabs his tofu. Oh my fucking god, he's insane. He's I need to grab... If I do not grab this next tea, I'm gonna lose the game. So I have to take it. It's useless for me. But also, I did say I would take it. I did say I wanted it last time. So I'm kind of glad that it did actually somehow come back to me. I'm so thankful that he did not grab another tea, because it would have been game over. I don't need that though. I'm grabbing the tea. I'm just grabbing the tea and hoping to God that it all ends up good for me. Whereas red here, I mean, he would gain actually a fair amount of points from this. He's going to go up from getting 3 points per fruit to 6 points per fruit. So that's a freaking extra 6-point swing right there. Compared to a 4-point swing. Yeah, he's gonna grab the extra fruit. He's gonna grab the last bit of fruit. Then it also sabotages me because I can't grab the extra fruit. It all kind of plays off well. I'm grabbing the T to sabotage Pink, which is such a I feel bad doing it, but I have to do it. You know, like there's no universe. He grabbed a tamaki. You son of a bitch. You actual son of a bitch. So I now need to waste another turn just to grab a tamaki, so I stay in this game. Which he's a 2/3 chance of grabbing another tamaki, which means I'm probably going to have to grab another third one. This is the worst day of my life. But then he has a chance of getting the freaking squid nigiri or the tofu. This guy's insane! Pink is insane! Because if I don't grab a tamaki, I'm screwed no matter what. So I have to grab a tamaki. But now I'm handing him a 50-50 chance of either adding to his freaking nigiri pile for his tea to be worth more points, or he can grab the tofu to finish his set of tofu for 6 more points. This guy's nuts. This guy's actually insane. He's playing me like a fiddle. And if he grabs the freaking nigiri here, that's even more nigiri. And he's more likely to grab the tamaki, but still, no matter what, Pink is just winning. Pink is just outright winning the video game. Whereas here, I do see that they are trying to race to not be in the lead, the losing speed there, so I'm going to grab the tamaki. Because, I got to stay on top of that for red. Oh, God. I grab my tamaki. Now technically in first, which is cruelly beaten down out of me. He grabbed the nigiri, which is you know what? A blunder, but I'll fucking take it. I'll take it, dude. Any day of the week. Take your last 2 cards. So I don't think he has a chance of getting a tamaki anymore. He doesn't. He actually just doesn't. So he is going to lose 4 points. Thank God. So there's no worries here. We're all safe. Everything's cool. I'm just going to play the salmon nigiri. Right? Because that makes the most sense. Well, either way, he's going to gain 3 points from either of these cards. Because he's going to gain 2 points plus a T point for 3. Or he's going to get miso soup. So I'm just going to do this in hopes that there's another miso soup that has to be played as well. So that way they cancel him out later at the end of the game. I can't believe I have to play around this random douchebag more than the red guy. And he's kind of stuck in the tamaki in a hard place here. But actually that's good for him. Because that means he's going to stay in first place. Of course it's good for him. I'm taking this other nigiri. He's taking this... He got the squid nigiri, which is only worth 4 points. So ultimately, he did make a blunders play. Oh, and it pays off for red too, man. Because then he's going to get the freaking tofu bonus. What a shame. And he grabs a 4th tamaki. So I end up with another completely useless tamaki. So the whole race from before was completely meaningless, and I could have made a better play. He grabs a miso soup, where all he grabs is second tofu. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the playing rounds of Sushi freaking Go. Now, all we have to do is score. What an absolute nightmare. I've never been played harder by anybody in this game, and it was against this guy. This guy screwed me up a lot. But this guy gets extra 6 points from his nigiri. The tofu didn't even matter. He still gets 2 points from it. This dude's gonna win. I actually think he's gonna. No, because he didn't get a lot of dessert. He didn't get a whole lot of dessert points. The dessert is gonna screw him up. He might lose off dessert, but he would only lose. I think I just lose no matter what. So I'm gonna count me first, I suppose. 3 useless cards. 3. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter. I get my extra fruit. Cool. So I get 5 points for my nigiri, bring me to 24. I get 6 points for my dumplings, bring me to 30. And I don't gain anything from that. And my tea. I just wanted to do this, me first, so that I could be in first for a second, because I get an extra 3 points for my tea. 33 points before dessert is scored. And I'm actually just going to clear the board entirely. So 33 points is how I end my meal. Red gains 4 points for having the most tamaki. He's now tied with me for first from this first scoring thing. Gets 1 point for dumpling, now passing me because he's an asshole. 6 points for his miso soup, bring him to 40 points. And 6 points for his tofu, bring him to 46 points. No matter how much fruit I have, I cannot beat that. That is just insane. But what's more insane is Pink. Please keep in mind that every single choice that has been made for Pink, other than those special orders in the beginning, has been random. Been completely and utterly random. So now, he gets 3 points for his miso, putting me in tie. He actually loses 4 points for having the least tamaki, so that is going to bite him in the ass. He gains 2 points for that, for his tofu. He gains, I'm going to do this, so that's 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 points for all of his nigiri, bring him up to 41. And then, tea, extra 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it was not based off of dessert, if dessert had absolutely nothing to do with this video game, I'm just going to fucking delete the cards I didn't want to stack. Pink wins. However, here's where random, I think, actually does suffer, because now planning ahead for the end of the game is going to take it into effect. So he only had 1 dessert card, which means he loses no points for his for his pineapple and oranges, but he loses 2 points because he does not have any watermelon. So red is in the lead. My points, please. I gain no points for watermelon and orange, but I gained 10 points for my pineapples, putting me to 43 points, still losing the video game. Despite trying, I lost to random asshole here, but then we both lose to this, because he doesn't lose any points for fruit, because he has at least 1 of each. He has, I didn't even notice, he has 5 oranges, so he gains 10 points just for that alone. And then he gets 4 watermelons. So he gets 6 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude laps the board with 62 points. Solely based off of trying to sabotage me, who is only trying to play for my own personal gain. Red has destroyed the competition. So that's that, everybody. So what did we learn today? We actually learned quite a lot based off of the scoring here. If you're going to win Sushi Go Party Edition, maybe it's different for the regular edition. Who knows? Regular edition just has only 1 set of these. There's no changing them out. You will win if you base your moves off of screwing over the other person. For hand over fist. If you focus on yourself and your own points, you're going to lose. If you don't have an option to sabotage, then you can focus on yourself. But if you ever have an option to potentially sabotage the plays of everybody else, you go for it, no matter what. But if you just cannot be a competitive person playing a board game, just pick randomly, because you will still beat the people who are trying their ass off. Barely, but you will beat them. So you will not get last place. I actually can't. I thought he would have 7 points, and it would be a waste of time to even have included Pink. He beat me! They both beat me. I actually am still dumbfounded by that. I am so flabbergasted at how well Pink played the game, despite not even playing the game. He just was like, I want this one. I want this one. I want this. Dude played freaking Deal or No Deal And he got like the third best case he possibly could have. How did this happen? He was stuck between a penny, $250,000, and $30,000, and he walked away with $30,000. And I walked away with a fucking penny. I can't believe it. Well, folks, that was Sushi Go, Party Edition. This is an absolute joy of a game. And I cannot believe what has happened today. I thought it was just going to be a wash. And it was. But not, I thought I was going to do the washing. But no, here I am licking my own ass crack. Because holy hell, that's just sad. Man, I lost so hard. It was so bad. So, yeah, that was a surprise to be sure. So, that was Sushi Go. That was Table for One. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you learned something along the way. I know I did. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.